Hi, I'm back, and this is part 3. Let's talk about God. And like I said, we're talking about slavery, prejudice, and racism. So we were just talking about the prejudice, how the black people, like I said, the men is going around blaming the government for everything. And like I said, we are oppressed, and it just is what it is. But once you know who your father is and the God of this world, then you call out to him. And this is another thing, the Lord tells us we have to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. So even though I'm in this world and I'm in this government and I'm under this system, I'm gonna call out to God for everything. If I'm at work and my boss ain't treat me right, if I'm trying to get benefits or anything or whatever is going on, I'm gonna call out to the Lord to help me. He gonna fight my battles. He gonna open the door. He gonna open ways. But like I said, we can't get over the world being of a system. And we can even take it further to like I said, slavery. People want to say, "Oh, it's the white man's book and he brought it to them and he trying to trick them." Listen here. The slaves that's still right now across in Africa being oppressed and suppressed by their own people right now, the genocides that be going on to their own people. The same thing in America with their own people that y'all just be got all these gangs and stuff like that. And then we were just voting, they didn't want no gerrymandering. They wanted gerrymandering. Why? Because so they can pinpoint where the hoods is, where the violence is at. And white people have violence too. Everybody have violence. You watch the movies about drug dealers and drug movies. What do? They bring the baddest Spanish cartels. We know how they do. You got the Asian mafias. You got the black people, the Russians, the Italians, the Africans, the Colombians. Everybody sell these drugs. It's criminals in every race. So we can't keep acting like it's only in America. It's everywhere. And what you have to do, you have to call out to the Lord. So like I say, they're now let's talk about slavery. So even though people could have been using the Bible for evil, people forget God is all knowing. You got to give God credit. God says, anything too hard for me? Is anything impossible for him? No, it's not. So like I said, if he can mix up the languages many, many years ago and bring it all back now, then you have to understand the Bible is not as tainted as you think. Just because you think all these things happen and you can prove somebody did this or somebody did this, but the God is a God who will make sure his people know him. He will not leave us like that because he is Father. So for the Africans that couldn't read and they getting stolen and took it from their land and all these type of things, and obviously they say they're my ancestors, I'm here now. I'm happy to be in America, home of the brave, land of the free. And thank you to all the veterans. Thank you to everybody that fights for our country. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. I thank you. I thank you for keeping the borders safe and everything. Like, thank you very much. My daddy was in the army too as well. Hey. So when they got this book, they couldn't read, but when they learned how to read and they started reading in this book, and this book right here, this book don't got no color in it. This book tells you if you call on me, I'll be there for you. This book tells you that I know there's slavery. I know chains exist, but I can break the chains not only off your arms and your neck, but off your mind. I can change the way you think. If you call on me, I can open up doors that no man can shut. If you call on me, how do you think they got out of slavery? Now, I understand everybody didn't believe in the Bible, but the way them slaves got out of slavery is because they believe what God said. He will lead them fire by day, pillar by night, and dang, what was it? It was, I don't know, but I forgot right now. But the Lord will lead them, and they believed in that. They singing all them Negro spirituals. The Bible tells you. The Bible tells you that you must. I had it. It tells you to greet one another with spiritual hymns and things like that. This is how you know when you meet people of God. Like, I got 2 stories where I thought I met 2 angels. How I know? Because when I met them, they gave me scripture. That's a whole nother story from now. But y'all think all them Negro hymns were just Negro hymns? No, that was them singing them songs that they read in the Bible about the Lord freeing them and them having faith and them believing, and that's what they were singing their way to freedom with the help of the Lord. Like I said, everybody didn't believe in this book, but the ones that did, let's not forget this country was built on Christianity. That's another thing. Like, we cannot forget that. And this is what happens when you have love. Love helped the white man and the black man come together to help free each other, to help have the Underground Railroad, to help sneak and try to break away and change laws. That's what the love did. It had them come together. And like I say, this is how we got out of slavery, because of the Lord. They believe that the Lord said he is their God, he is their father, he loves them, and he will save them. It wasn't about no skin color. Even though the white man gave it to him and said, look here, boy, you see this say slavery, you're my slave. Okay, okay. But when I read, the Lord say, ain't no Jew, ain't no free man, ain't no slave, ain't no Gentile, ain't none of that. You come to God because it's going to be, is what God tell us. Is one baptism, is one Lord, one faith, and one God and Father of all. When you make it to heaven, it's no male, it's no female. That's what I'm trying to say. The world got us going on racism, prejudice, slavery, sexism, gender, and all these type of things. All these wars going on. This is man-made things, and this is how you know it's of the devil, because with God, none of that stuff exists. And to prove it, this is why his promise is a rainbow. A rainbow with all these colors go up in the sky that everybody can see. How can everybody see? Because at one point this earth was dark, void, no light. The Lord said, let there be light. It's significant for a lot of things. We see light through our eyes, the reflection, the reflectors of our eyes, it catch the glimpse of the light, and that's how we see color. The Lord is the light. The Lord is a light unto us. Like I was born in the darkness. I was born in Zion, Illinois, but I was born in darkness. I was born in a family with, like I say, it's just it's people. You know snakes, you know rats, you know gorillas, you know lions, you know tigers, you know bears, you know monkeys, you know roaches, you know rats, you know dogs, you know all these type of people and all these type of characteristics. This is what the Lord is, like I tell you, he separated us from. It ain't about color. Remember, it was about class and wealth. That's what I said. The Lord separates you from the religion, what you believed in, what you worship. This is what he called the people from back in the day. This is why all those nations had to get killed, and he'll tell his people, come out from amongst them and then kill them all dead. It's the character of the man's heart. And I'm gonna try to wrap this up real quick, because there's a story in the Bible. It talks about a man owed the king a debt, and he went to the king. He's like, please, Lord, I can't pay the debt, can you please forgive me? The king forgave that man of his debt. And then that man went outside somewhere, and he found somebody that owed him, and he was shaking him up, beating him up, give me my money, pay my money. And some people seen that, and they was like, ain't that the man the king just let his debt go? They ran back to the king, and they was like, hey, the dude you just freed his debt, he out there trying to get debt from somebody else. The king got that man and killed him, threw him in a furnace. And this is what God is saying. Even though there is racism, prejudice, there was slavery, you have to forgive. The key thing is forgive. You have to forgive. Why? Because we have to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, which leads me back to us being judged. When people commit crimes, I don't care if it's 5 of them, you got to stand in front of a judge by yourself. You take that picture on the wrist to go to prison, the mug shot, you're by yourself. You on trial, you might be on trial with other people, but you still, everything is according to you. You're going to get judged for what you did, what your part was to play. And all these things, you got to walk these things on your own. And this is what the Lord is trying to tell us. If I forgive you for all the things you do, the prejudice you do against your own people, you look at this person, you talk about their shoes, their clothes, their hair. You don't like people because they light skin, because they dark skin. You make fun of all these people for all these different things, but then you want to come cry about a racist man. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You like people talking about Clarissa and adultery, but same people fornicating. Like, come on now. So the Lord is telling us, like, some things is true and it's there, but we have to forgive and we have to love. When you love, you come together and you help one another. And out of love, we know the name that saves, which is Jesus. Amen.